Aries gets 3 planets that won't let you wait. Capricorn's foundations are being remade. Taurus. The universe is finally turning toward you, and Sunday's new moon proves it. If this finds you at the right time, subscribe. Stay for your sign. Aries. 3 planets sit in your sign, and they're not asking permission. Mars is finishing its tour at 24 degrees, Saturn is 10, Neptune is 3, which means whatever you started in late March needs a verdict now. Keep, kill, or commit harder. The version of you from January wouldn't survive this week, and pretending you are that person costs you. Mars squares Jupiter Monday and Tuesday, so the urge to fight 3 battles at once is the trap. Pick one. Venus sextile Mars peaks Sunday, and that's your magnetic alignment, the rare day to ask for what you want and have someone actually hear it. The week is choosing you. Try to be ready for what it's actually choosing you for. Taurus, the Sun, and Mercury both sit in your sign this week. The new moon lands here Sunday, and Sunday's also when Venus and Mars hit their tightest sextile. The cosmos is staring directly at you and asking what you actually want to build. Monday is the most generous astrological moment of the entire week. Sun sextile Jupiter exact at 0.3 degrees, and it lands in your sign. Don't waste Monday hiding. Words land this week, contracts stick, decisions hold. The risk is stubbornness, refusing to update an old position that already failed. Sunday night, write down one thing you're growing into. The new moon in your sign only happens once a year. This is the one week the sky is fully on your side. Gemini, you're not in the middle of the change yet. You're at the door, and Sunday is the handle. Uranus just landed in your sign at less than 1 degree, fresh, electric, the lightning that hasn't fully struck. Venus is here too, charming, verbally, magnetically, sociably. Mercury, your ruler, ingresses Gemini Sunday, May 17th, the same day as the new moon in Taurus, which means one mental chapter is closing the moment another opens. The trap is talking too much and listening too little. Venus and Uranus together can scatter you. Sunday, declare something specific, even small, even private. Mercury entering your sign carries it forward. The static charge you've been feeling since April starts becoming something you can actually use this week. Cancer Jupiter has been sitting in your sign at 20 degrees for almost a year, and Monday it gets the exact sextile from the Sun. 0.3 degrees, the tightest, brightest aspect of the entire week. And your sign is the reason. Whatever you've been quietly growing under Jupiter's protection becomes visible Monday. Don't be small that day. Mars squares Jupiter at the start of the week, which translates as someone pushing too hard, too fast on something tender of yours. You're not required to match their tempo. Hold the line. Sunday, the new moon in Taurus lights up your community zone. Re-choose your circle. Some of the people you've been carrying out of habit aren't actually feeding you. Monday is the brightest day of your year. Leo, your ruler the Sun sits in your career sky this week, and Monday it gets Jupiter's exact blessing. Sun sextile Jupiter at 0.3 degrees, the tightest opportunity any sign gets all week, and it lands publicly for you. Whatever creative or career project you've been quietly building gets a window. Apply, pitch, post, ask. Sun is also conjunct Mercury in Taurus, which means your voice carries weight without you having to raise it. Don't waste words on small fights. Save your voice for what matters. Sunday's new moon hits your career zone, an annual reset, your once-a-year invitation to declare specifically what role and what visibility you actually want. Write it down Sunday. The room is watching this week, and Monday it tilts toward you. Virgo, your ruler Mercury, sits in Taurus through Saturday and ingresses Gemini Sunday, which splits your week into a slow, careful first half and a faster, sharper second. Sun sextile Jupiter Monday lights up your travel and learning zone, exact at 0.3 degrees brighter than your usual luck. Book the trip, sign up for the course, send the application. The opportunity is real. Mars squares Jupiter at the start of the week, and the trap is funding someone else's impulse, especially around shared money. Don't. Mid-week, your mind wants to overanalyze a partner's mood, and the Pisces moon makes you porous to it. Let it pass. Sunday. Plant a single intention about what new territory is calling you. Mercury moves to Gemini and your voice executes. Libra, your ruler Venus is currently in Gemini, and that's unusual for you. Electric instead of graceful. Witty instead of sweet. Venus sextile Mars peaks Sunday at less than 1 degree of orb, which is the most magnetic alignment of your entire month. Sunday is the day to ask, propose, deepen, claim. Monday's exact Sun sextile to Jupiter lands in your shared finances and intimacy zone, which means a trust conversation that's been pending opens with cosmic backing. Apply for the loan. Have the joint money talk. Name the depth. Mars squares Jupiter at the start of the week, and the partnership noise can be loud while the deeper conversation wants quiet. Don't react to the loud. The depth other signs only flirt with, you're being asked to claim. Scorpio, your power this week is in what you don't do. Pluto, your ruler, is retrograde at 5 degrees Aquarius, which means external power moves are stalled while the renovation goes underground. Sun and Mercury sit across from your sign in Taurus, so a partner or counterpart is being heard right now. Don't compete. Receive what they're saying. Monday's Sun sextile Jupiter lights up your partnership zone, and an offer or conversation moves with cosmic backing. Say yes if it's a real yes. Sunday, the new moon in Taurus, is your annual partnership reset, the once-a-year door to ask what kind of partner you actually want to be. Pluto retrograde means external validation isn't coming. The change is real anyway. Sagittarius, Monday belongs to you. Your ruler Jupiter sits at 20 degrees Cancer, and the sun catches it exact at 0.3 degrees of orb, the tightest, cleanest opportunity aspect of the entire week, and your ruler is the reason. Visibility, growth, expansion, all backing your name. Mercury also sextiles Jupiter, which means the words can be said and the doors will respond. Pitch, write, send the message. The catch is Tuesday. Mars squares Jupiter, and your enthusiasm Tuesday will be louder than your strategy. Receive Monday humbly. Don't immediately try to triple it. Sunday's new moon in Taurus opens a quieter reset around your daily work and body. Plant something small. The universe is handing you something specific this week. Don't grab 3. Capricorn. Your ruler Saturn sits at 10 degrees Aries, conjunct Neptune, and this is the defining transit of your entire year. The structures you've built are being asked to dissolve and reform around something truer. The version of responsibility you've been wearing isn't who you actually are anymore. Don't fight the dissolve. Saturn also sextiles Pluto this week, which means the deep changes you've been making since 2024 have cosmic backing. What you rebuild is built to last. Monday's Sun sextile Jupiter opens a partnership conversation with home or family implications. Move-in talks, family business, anchoring with someone. Sunday's new moon in Taurus is the sky's invitation to actually let yourself play. Capricorn rarely takes that invitation. Take it this Sunday. Aquarius, you're at a hinge moment in a multi-year change. Pluto sits in your sign retrograde at 5 degrees, slowly renovating your foundational identity. You're not the same person you were last August. Trust the change. Your ruler Uranus just landed in Gemini at less than 1 degree. Fresh, electric. The lightning hasn't fully struck, you're carrying the static charge. Uranus is in cooperation with both Neptune and Pluto this week, which means you can see something others can't. Document it, even if you don't act on it. Monday's Sun sextile Jupiter lights up your creative and romance zone. The idea you almost dismiss Monday morning, write it down. Sunday plants a home root. The new self needs an actual address. Pisces, your ruler Neptune, sits at 3 degrees Aries and Saturn is conjuncted all year. Translation, your dreams are being asked to commit to outlast their own daydream. Don't grieve the loose, floating quality. The form that emerges is more real than the dream. The moon sits in your sign Monday and Tuesday. Sensitivity peak at the start of the week. You'll feel everything. Don't pathologize it. Use it. Monday's Sun sextile Jupiter opens your communication zone, exact at 0.3 degrees. The message you've been holding, the email, the conversation, the truth, send it Monday. Words carry farther than usual this week. Sunday's new moon also lands in your communication zone. What you intuit this week is not noise. Trust it. Trust. That's your weekly reading for May 11th through 17th. Drop a comment with your sign and let me know how this week lands. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a reading.